Hi everyone, welcome back to the Virago series part 2. In this episode we're going to be getting rid of these mirrors, and to do so I need to utilize my 3D printer. So one thing we need to do is when we take out these mirrors is there's going to be holes where the mirrors were. So I need to make some plugs to go in there, which I'm going to 3D print. And the other issue that I've run into, because we're going to be using bar end mirrors, is the mirrors that I have, these chrome ends on the end of the handlebars actually go into the grips. So because of that, the mirrors that I have, the way that they are attached, I need to make a spacer to go into where the grip is to fill in the gap, because the washer sort of part that bolts on for the mirrors would go in, and then there's nowhere to attach the mirrors. But let's get onto the computer. We'll quickly design up some 3D prints and get these mirrors on. Okay, so what I need to do is pretty much replicate the bottom half of this chrome piece so that it is a little spacer for the mirror, because the mirror actually sits on this ridge here, and that actually would go into the grip. So all I need to do is come into Fusion 360. We're going to create a new sketch on the bottom plane, and we are going to make a circle, and we're going to go 28 mil. So go 28, enter. We're going to finish that sketch. Now if I quickly put this back in the black, and I'm going to use a pencil just to mark how far sticks out from the grip. And what we're going to do now is we can just measure that distance, which is 5 mil. So we'll come up 5 mil. Let's extrude that 5 mil. Oh. 5 mil, hit enter. And then we can create a new sketch on top of that. And we need to make another circle in the center, which is 21 mil. Hit enter, finish that sketch, and then we're going to extrude that one this distance here, which is 10 mil exactly. Extrude that out 10 mil, hit enter, and last thing we need to do is make a hole in the center to accept the bolt, and that is an M6 bolt. So one last sketch on top. We're going to go 6 mil, hit enter, finish sketch, and then extrude that all the way through. Cut that out, and there we have the piece we need. So now we can come up and we can go to 3D print. We're going to select our model, send it to Cura, and then we'll print it out on the printer. Well, we need two, one for each side. Okay, so now we've got our two 3D prints. I printed them out of PETG or PETG, depending on how you like to say it. And essentially that's just going to be a spacer, just like that. You won't even see it because the grip covers it, and the mirror can go on there. So let's install these on the bike and see how they look. All right, so we got the bar end mirrors on, now we need to do something about these. So we'll take these off. Keep in mind that the right side is reverse thread because it took me forever to find that out. I actually had to find out off Facebook. And we need to make some plugs to plug these holes. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back into Fusion 360. And we will make a new sketch on the bottom plane again. And we want to make a circle that is the diameter inside here. That is 10 mil. So we'll go, let's go 9.5 because we don't want it to be stuck in there permanently, but we want to be able to pull it out if we need to. By pull it out, probably break it to get it out, but as long as we can get it out. So we're going to do that. We only need to go down, let's see, 20 mil, so let's just go down 10 mil, that'll be plenty. So we can bring that up 10 mil, 10, enter. And then I want to make a dome on top that is the size of this part, just so that it looks like it's meant to be there, which is 18 mil. So now what we'll do is we'll make a sketch on this plane here. Just rotate a little bit so it's a bit easier to see. And let's come up, what looks good? Maybe 4 mil. 4 mil, let's zoom in a little bit. And then we'll kind of come across 9 mil because that's half of what we need. And then we'll bring in a curve. Dot, 2 dot. That looks good there. Yep. Oh, hang on, I didn't click. There. Let's get rid of that excess. And then we can finish that sketch. Then we're going to revolve that. Okay. Our axis will be that, the top of this. Hit OK. And then we want to move this body. Let's come down. We want to move the center of that body. Oh, sorry, we want to go point to point. Point to point, center of that body. Origin is the center. And then we want to put it at the center of there. Alright, that's it for this video. I think these bar end mirrors look so much better than whatever you'd call those things. Antennas, I call them. But I think the bar end mirrors look really good. I went for a ride and I can see just as well with those, if not better, than I could with these ones. Being that these stick out a little bit, I can see more of my peripheral, whereas these ones I could just see my shoulders. But if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any more Virago update videos. I've got a lot more things that I want to do to this bike, and it'd be great if you stuck around to check it out. I'm not doing a bobber build or a cafe build or anything like that. I just want to make the bike really nice and to my style. So as I said, be sure to hit that subscribe button and I'll see you next time.